Welcome to the Bamgboshe Happy Hour. Let's talk, Big Brother. I am Kaycee Bamgboshe, and welcome back. We're gonna get into some fun Big Brother stuff. Don't forget, guys, to comment, to like, and subscribe. You know the drill. Now let's jump into it. It is Sunday, July 20th, day number 13 in the house. And whew, things are pretty messy, chaotic, and completely unhinged in all the best ways. There is a new episode, though, airing tonight, guys, Sunday. So I'm going to hop back on here Monday night or probably Tuesday, depending on when I find out some more information, because there's lots of stuff going on Mondays, as you know. Now, speaking of things going on, Kaycee from BB20, the BB20 champion, enters the chat. Y'all, Kaycee, certified comp beast, popped up as a special guest, but she came on to compete in the veto. And guess who she played in the veto for? Now, if you guys remember, Keanu, he won a special power during the head of household competition. And the power that he won was he got a double chance, double the opportunity to win the veto. So what this meant was a former player was coming back to help my man Keanu win this veto. I'm not saying that he's really my man because I don't really like the way Keanu's playing right now. I was rooting from him in the beginning, and now he's just doing all types of crazy things. But anyway, Kaycee comes into the competition to compete for Keanu or alongside with them to help him out. So guess what? She crushed it. Unfortunately, Adrian came in second place, but Kaycee ate. All good. All right. Speaking of that, let's move forward a little bit to like some little things that aren't necessarily important, but kind of funny. So the house is gross. At first, we thought that everybody was keeping up with the house. We noticed that like the table placings, the table settings all looked nice, and the people didn't even look like they were eating on it. But no, even Kaycee commented on how gross the house was. And Morgan found a lemon in the bathroom. Don't know what anybody was doing with the lemon in the bathroom, but that's where she found it. There's also this poor sock. I think they named the sock Pete. I think so. I could be making it up. But there is a sock that has been on the bathroom floor since day two. You heard me, day two. So I think that the Big Brother people need to step in and help them clean that house because that is not good. Or maybe Zay was the one who kept the house clean. Who knows? I don't know. Okay, speaking of clean, love triangles, which have nothing to do with each other. Anyway, Morgan is crushing really hard on Zach, but Zach seems to still be really into Lauren. Not sure how Lauren feels about him at all. Morgan is like getting really snippy because Zach has kind of pulled back. Morgan was crying earlier in the day. We don't know if she was saying that she didn't want to go home. Don't really understand why she was thinking that she would go home because she's not on the block and nobody is really trying to put her on the block. But I think she was just really all in her feelings about everything with Zach. Now, I'm hoping that she kind of, comes back in and, focuses on the game. She did seem to be, focused on what her next thing is in the game. She did when I last checked on the feed. She seemed like she was scheming on something. So that part is good. Morgan, hold your head up. You don't need Zach. Move on. Okay. Now, getting back to the game, the veto players who played in the veto. Of course, Jimmy, the head of household, Keanu, who I mentioned earlier, Kelly, Adrian, Ava, and Kaycee, who won the veto for Keanu. So this means that Mr. Jimmy, who was running his big mouth, is going to have to put up another renom. And it is possible that he will have to put up a second renom because guess what? Kelly still has her special competition veto thing. Now she won a power also, if you guys remember from the other video, but she says that she may not use the veto on herself if she wins. She might use it on someone else. She really thinks that she's Tucker. I don't know. I can't with her. But anyway, Jimmy still has to put up a couple people. So who is Jimmy most likely going to put up right now? It's between Will and Amy, who would be the fourth nominee. And the fifth would be either Amy or Will. Now, like I said, we don't know in which order. At first, it seemed as though he was going heavy on Amy. Then it seemed that he was going heavy on Will. I really just don't know. We really will have to see. I really like Will. Will isn't giving me a whole lot yet. So I'm hoping that he stays around. I don't have a problem with Amy so much, except I don't really think Amy really brings a whole lot to the show, but we will see. Now, Mickey really wants Riley up, but Jimmy says it's too early to put him up. Really? I don't know. Why is it too early? Okay. Rachel really wants Vince up, and Jimmy shut that all the way down. In the meantime, Ashley is messy as ever. She asks Riley if he washes his eggplant in the shower, if you know what I mean when I say eggplant. She asked Jimmy if he was gay growing up. She called Rachel messy and said she was messing up her and Amy's game. She told Kelly that she didn't try in the video and she wants Catherine out ASAP. Well, we already know that Showergate thing. Keanu, in the meantime, is still lying. I have no idea why he's lying about his vote to keep Zay. Everyone knows that he voted to keep Zay, but he keeps on saying, I didn't do it. I voted to keep Amy. I voted to keep Amy. Everyone knows it except for him. And he's decided to throw Will under the bus. And it doesn't make any sense because Will has admitted that he voted to keep Zay in. So for some reason, Keanu is coming after Will. No real explanation. So yeah. Okay. Now, Morgan and Mickey don't want Will up and are even talking about overriding Jimmy's HOH. Now, we know that Mickey has that power to do that. I don't know how it works, and I don't know if Mickey even knows how it works at this point, being that they're going to have to do renoms. I don't know if it's too late for her to activate it. I'm really worried because Ashley has sensed that she has somehow or another figured out, or she thinks that Mickey has a special power. She doesn't know what that special power is, but I think, Ashley's kind of nosy. So I'm a little bit worried about Mickey. Mickey also keeps talking about how gassy she is because she's been on slop this week. I don't think we need any visuals for that, but you get where I'm coming from. Now, Morgan is thinking an alliance with Zach, an alliance with Rachel, with Vince, with Lauren, and Mickey, of course, that might work out. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if they even get it going. Now, some more drama. Rachel and Keanu. Now, Amy was talking wild about Jimmy, saying that he's mean spirited. I don't think she needed to really talk about him on a personal level, but she was. Rachel and Keanu are arguing because Rachel was mad because Keanu picked Rachel's worst moments from her season and was highlighting it in some type of conversation. And the house told Keanu to just leave Rachel alone. Of course, he didn't. And Rachel basically told Keanu, if you want war, let's go to war. So I don't know what to say about that. They're just not going to get along. Now, you remember that Rachel actually really did want to work with Keanu in the beginning, and Keanu didn't trust her, didn't give her anything, and was acting like a zip-saying fool. Okay. Now, what is next? The Renom predictions, guys. So Amy and Will, Adrian, Amy and Will, Adrian, Kelly and Amy, Adrian, Kelly and Will. We know that it's not going to stay the same. We know Keanu is going to take himself off the block because he won the veto, aka Kaycee won the veto. And people are also starting to turn on Jimmy, so he better watch his back next week. Anyway, that's it for now, guys. Thanks for listening. Let me know your comments. Who should Jimmy renom? Who's playing smart or who's just playing messy? Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and I will catch y'all soon. Bye.